Are you new to running? Here are 5 things that I wish I knew when I first started. Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and I am glad you are here today. Now, I started running around 9 or so years ago, and for a variety of reasons, but I have come a long way since then. It's been very slow progress just because that's the way my body and my brain work. But there are definitely some things that I have learned that I think a lot of new runners could probably take to heart as well. So I want to talk about 5 different things that I wish someone had told me when I first started running in the hopes that they can help you too. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I think one of the hardest ones to learn for me, I'm saving for the last. Number 1, now this seems obvious, but invest in good running shoes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, running shoes are not cheap. However, they do not all cost $200 and $250, okay? But you are going to pay a little bit more than you would pay for just a regular pair of shoes that you were going to wear around the house. This is because these shoes are made specifically to help you with running. They are to give you support. They are to help correct different things with your feet. They are meant to protect you. They are meant to hold onto the ground so you don't go sliding all over the place. There are a variety of reasons that you need to get a very good pair of running shoes. And believe me, it is a lot less expensive to pay for a good pair of shoes than to pay for physical therapy afterwards because your body was not properly supported. If you can, make sure that you go to a running specialty store and have someone fit you for a pair of shoes. And like I said, you do not have to pay $200, $250 just for one pair of shoes. They are going to be a little bit pricey, but you can find some really good deals by buying maybe last year's model, going to an outlet store. There are a variety of options that will not break the bank, but it is definitely worth it to invest in your feet. Number 2, please do the strength training. Everybody is going to talk to you about doing your strength training. And starting out, you may think to yourself, isn't running just enough? And for maybe the first little part of it, yes, just getting your body into the routine of running is going to be enough of a hurdle to overcome. But once you get past that and you do get into a routine of running, please do yourself a favor and do some strength training. This will help strengthen all of the other muscles that help support your legs, your hips, your butt, everything that's going to move you forward. This doesn't mean that you have to spend 30 minutes every day training a specific area. There are plenty of just 5, maybe even 10-minute core exercise routines that you can find on YouTube just by doing a quick search. There are some things that will just take a few minutes out of your day. As long as you are doing those at the very least twice a week, you're going to see a difference in how you run. Number 3, before you try to move too far forward in your running career, you need to learn about who you are as a runner. That sounds kind of complicated, so let me explain. You may have it in your head that you definitely want to run a marathon someday, and so you just go ahead and sign up for the first marathon that you can find and then spend the next few months training for it, which is all well and good and may work for you. However, there are some things that you may not know about yourself as a runner. For example, I did not know how badly I lost electrolytes on a run and how much I needed to supplement those before my first marathon, and that really wiped me out the first time I attempted a marathon. You may not be good at tackling hills, not realizing that the marathon that you signed up for is nothing but hills. So make sure that you know enough about the things that you can and can't do, things that you are comfortable with, things that you maybe excel at, and find races that kind of revolve around that. It may involve you traveling a little bit. You may not be able to run the closest race nearby if it's not one that works with how you are as a runner. And before you take on those longer distances, make sure that you are comfortable with the shorter distances first. Get some 5Ks under your belts, get some 10Ks under your belts, maybe even attempt a couple of half marathons. You may find that you are just comfortable with that and don't have to run a full marathon, that maybe half marathon is your jam. Just get to know who you are as a runner before you feel the pressure to sign up for a race. Number 4, not every run is going to be great. There are times when you go out there and you're feeling bad, maybe the weather is disagreeing with you, everything just feels awful and you're wondering, why did I even bother coming out here today? And so that may discourage you from running the next day. Please don't let that stop you. Just realize that just like every day at work is not going to be great, not every run is going to be great. It is a lot of work. There is a lot of effort that needs to go into it. And sometimes that effort just feels like a lot, especially when you're dealing a lot with what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your body, and just putting a run on top of that just feels like it is dragging you down. Not every run is going to be perfect. And if you can still push yourself through at least some of that run, you will feel a sense of accomplishment. And please don't give up. Get back on the horse the next day, because you never know when the next run is going to be amazing. And finally, number 5, and I'm not sure why it took me so long to recognize this, but you need to celebrate all the small wins. Now, like I said, am a person that progresses slowly. Just because of the way my mind and body work, it takes a whole lot for my body to learn a lot of muscle memory. And I always benefit from getting into a routine with something, but it takes a little bit for my mind to lock into a routine. And therefore, I was seeing a lot of slow progress, but I learned to recognize when I was making progress and celebrate those small things. I remember the first time that my body relaxed into a steady pace and held it. And I remember the first time that I ran for 30 minutes straight without stopping for a walk. Just little things like that. It just makes your mind explode when you realize just the little things that you've done. And so maybe you're not out there setting PBs every single day. Maybe you're not up there with the elites. It doesn't matter, because you can do great things. Only compare yourself to where you were yesterday, okay? And try to find something in every run that brings you joy. Try to find something that you have done better today than you did before. Because trust me, if you look for it, you're going to find it. So there you go. Those are 5 things that I wish I had known at the beginning of my running career. And maybe that can help you too. Are you new to running, and did any of this help you? Why don't you let me know? If you have been running for a while and you have some that you would like to add to this, please drop those in the comments below to share with other runners who are coming through. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just click the button below. It doesn't cost you anything, and it keeps you up to date on all the running content that I have coming out all the time. You could also give this video a big thumbs up. Both of those help me get out to more runners just like you. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm so glad you could join me. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I'll see you later.